everybody, what's up? And welcome to the newest podcast featuring Team Radical Duelist. I am here with Nathan, or Put in Zero.
Heyo.
I like the first podcast, and now I brought Nathan here, and because we want to
Yeah.
talk about something different. Miles isn't into exactly what me and Nathan are into. We're
Yeah.
both really into lots of like anime and different things. Miles is more video games, so I brought Nathan here so we can talk about different anime. And we've done this before without even recording it, but we've talked about one of our favorite animes for all time, Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
we can just talk about it for hours. So we just figured
Hours.
why not just
We're
do
like a
this?
perfect couple.
Oh my god! All right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z and just how fucking amazing this anime is.
Yeah, dude.
You start because I don't know where to start from.
Okay, well, that Trunks, though. I'm just gonna start with that.
What do you mean?
Like, he's a cool guy, but, like, I feel it was kind of like, when I first saw him, I'm like, okay, he's kind of cool. Then I'm like, oh, it's just like a character who's just like, oh, I'm from the future. Prepare yourselves for the future.
That was fucking Cell too. Cell was just like, oh, I came from the past because I want to take over the world. That
Did
was
he
literally
come from?
fucking Cell. Yeah,
I
Cell.
thought.
No, no, no. Okay. So what happened was Trunks came from the past into the future. He came from the future into the past and was like, "Hey, watch out for the future because the androids took over." And then when he went back, Cell met up with him because he didn't reach his perfect form and came back in the pod. He killed Trunks, came back in the pod, and then for some reason Trunks came back. Like I don't know, like I don't remember the exact explanation. But in the universe where the androids took over, Cell didn't reach his perfect form, but he was like, I want to go back and reach my perfect form. So that's how he came to be.
Oh.
So it was Trunks' fault. Yes, it was his fault because Cell came back, and in a way it's his fault that what's his face, that
The
Goku
whole
died.
fucking damn it, Trunks.
No, I love Trunks. He's my favorite Saiyan besides Gohan.
I'd rather see, honestly, I'd like Piccolo more than anyone.
Piccolo?
He's awesome,
Fuck
dude.
you.
Come on, man.
No. I don't
He's
like the
so cool.
way he became super powerful. All right, okay, here, look at this. He fused with Nail, and Nail.
No.
No, and okay, he fuses with Nail, who is like an average, below average Namekian warrior, and somehow by fusing with him, he became enough to fight
No,
Frieza in his second form.
no, but wasn't Nail like really powerful?
To a Namekian, like he was an average Namekian. He was a strong Namekian, but a Namekian. But okay, his power level, he could not fight Goku. He could not fight
Yeah.
Vegeta. He could probably fight like definitely Krillin and maybe Gohan.
Damn it, Krillin.
Because if you remember after not King Kai, what's his face? Fucking Lord Guru. After Lord
Super
Guru
Comic Guru.
unleashed after Lord Guru unleashed Gohan's true potential, Gohan said he was as strong as Vegeta when he was on Earth. So there's no way he can fight Gohan. So he
Yeah.
was an average Namekian warrior, and fused with Piccolo, who was maybe average because he didn't do shit on when he was with King Kai while he was dead. So how the
Yeah.
fuck was he able to fight fucking Frieza in his second form?
I don't know.
Also, okay, when he fused with Kami, that's fine because Kami's a god. That's fine.
Super Comic Guru.
That he fused with Kami. That's fine. He's
Can
a
I
god.
just can I just call you Guru for short?
Super
Super
Comic
Comic
Guru
Guru
allows
allows this.
No,
I saw a bird.
it was
It was
pretty.
pretty.
Kick its
Kick its
ass.
ass.
But like, okay, like Trunks though, he's my favorite Saiyan of all time because his transformation, in my opinion, was probably the best because Goku, he became a Super Saiyan by seeing Krillin die, which is fine. I felt like the relationship between Krillin and Goku wasn't that strong. Vegeta became a Super Saiyan by just being really pissed off and feeling like he lost to Goku. Gohan did it by watching Android 16 die instead of his own fucking father getting his ass kicked. And Trunks, I feel like he had the best reason to become a Super Saiyan. He grew up with Gohan. Gohan was his mentor all of his life, and then he died. He was his like only friend besides his mother, and he died. He had the best reason to become a Super Saiyan. Everyone else
That's
just had
true.
dumb.
Goku's like, no, Krillin, comic relief character, no.
No, and then his okay. Don't get me wrong. His transformation was cool. The fact that he like changed the atmosphere of Namek, but he was just like, and then became Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it's just like,
It's just
yeah.
like fucking Dragon Ball PP, fucking blood. Your hair. What are you, gay? Yeah.
Yeah. Only cartoons, yay. Bullshit.
Fucking Krillin sucks. I hate Krillin.
No one likes Krillin.
Okay, I
Who
heard
likes Krillin?
here. Someone told me this argument. My brother talked about this argument before, and he doesn't agree with it whatsoever. But there are some people within
Krillin's
the
the
Dragon
most
Ball
powerful person.
that Krillin is the most powerful human, or possibly the most powerful person in the world, only because of the Destructo Disc.
No.
It's not possible in any
No.
way. Some people say, oh, but he can cut Goku in half because the Destructo Disc can cut anything in half. Fucking instant transmission. He can literally just teleport.
Just so you, didn't Goku just like reflect a Destructo Disc from Frieza?
Yeah, he did. Because
He's just like, fuck your Destructo Disc.
Because Frieza made a Destructo Disc and he threw it at him and he was like, yeah, you're funny.
He's like, he just.
And that was Super Saiyan 1. And Goku grew away Super Saiyan 3. So yeah, you're funny. Your argument's invalid.
And then the movie Super Saiyan God.
Now he's a Super Saiyan God. So yeah, your fucking argument is invalid.
Funny, bro.
You're fucking hilarious. Okay, don't get me wrong. He can fight like an average like human. He can fight Tien and Yamcha. Anyone can kill Yamcha. A fucking Cyberman killed Yamcha. A fucking Cyberman.
They are exactly. He was so weak. We could actually grow right.
It is.
Watch your damn mouth.
Oh.
Get told.
Cutting that out.
Watch your damn mouth. Okay.
Oh my god. What was I thinking of? Oh, I remember the from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I fought Kakarot on Earth. Well, except for that one, and Nappa fought the rest, except for that one scrub that got killed by a Saiba. And like he was like looking at Yamcha, just like he starts laughing. He just starts laughing, and then Yamcha's like, "What do you say?" He was like, "Come to my face and laugh at me," and then and he goes up in Yamcha's face, ha, ha, ha. Yamcha, what did he say? He was like, "Oh, see, now we can laugh together." I love Yamcha. He's such a wuss, but yet like the funniest person ever.
Yeah. Fucking. What's it? I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
What do you think?
It's the guy with the jetpack.
Hercule?
Yeah, Hercule. Hercule.
I love Hercule. He is my favorite character because of the fact that he's so like headstrong, and like after
And his daughter's hot.
Videl is cool. After the Cell saga, after Cell died, he was like, I'm the reason why we won, because if I had kicked over that android's head, the kid would have never become so powerful. And in a way, he's right. If he wasn't there to throw over Android 16's head, Gohan would have never went Super Saiyan 2.
Why did Gohan go Super Saiyan?
Because he can go Super Saiyan before, but what the reason was that because Cell 16, he went from an android who didn't feel anything to become an android who was who could feel. He loved life and he loved everything within its life. He loved the fact that he wanted to protect it, and that's why he was yeah. That's why he wanted it. That's why he hated Cell. But that's why because Gohan was like, oh my god, Android 16, you love life so much, and now you're dead. And he's and then my favorite line from Dragon Ball Z ever, and I will watch this anymore, and then goes Super Saiyan 2, which is
Just
it's just Gohan, please.
Time for a tea party.
And then then it's oh yeah, Gohan becomes the strongest in the universe. Still doesn't do crap.
Ooh. Cell's just like, nope.
No, Cell was just like, oh man, I wanted him to do this the entire time, and then he just like shits himself.
Then he dies.
He dies, gets wrecked by the Kamehameha battle.
Yeah. Grrr. What's your favorite move in
Oh
that
my
universe?
god, my favorite technique.
Yeah. Technique.
Oh my god.
Technique.
That.
Technique.
Oh.
Technique.
There's
Technique.
so many good ones. Okay, I had to admit, Yamcha's like mini spirit bomb was really cool, but it
That-
wasn't like as explosive as Goku's. But the best part about it was that he could throw it around, which was really cool. But it was cool. The tri beam cannon from Tien was really cool,
That one was cool.
but it did kill him because he had so little energy.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to go with the Kamehameha because like it's been with the show since like day one.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably go with. Now. I know that everyone hates the character, but Double Sunday from Raditz.
Why?
I just think it's cool.
What does it even do?
Well, it's just two beams coming out of your hands.
What's the point?
I don't know, it's cool.
Oh,
And then his super move is called Weekend.
Double Sunday and Weekend.
And then he also has like something like Friday afternoon or something. And then
That's so
Saturday
stupid.
or something. I don't know.
What about-
And or it has to be what is it?
Oh, dude, what about the special beam cannon?
I love Special Beam Cannon. I think that's
Special
what
beam
it was.
cannon.
Oh,
fuck it. Special beam
Cannon.
Dude. We're gonna
No, Johnny. My favorite technique: closed beam.
close.
Closed beam.
That is probably one of my most useless attacks. We are gonna quote the Bridge series a lot. That was like the funniest thing ever.
Closed beam.
Close beam. That is probably one of my most useless attacks.
Moon.
Oh, he's like staring at the moon. He's like, "Stop mocking me!" and blows it up.
Yeah, but I don't understand why it's like it wasn't like because the first time it was just like moon, and then it's like stop mocking me.
I don't know, just like to be funny, to add some different quotes in there,
Add more
more
memorable
hilarity
quotes.
to it.
Add more memorable quotes to the already super memorable show. Moon,
Oh
and I am the Prince of all Saiyans. So you're a prince?
no!
God damn it, God damn it, Nappa.
I have to admit though, I didn't like throughout the entire show that almost every time Vegeta would fight someone, he would always mention that he was the Prince of all Saiyans, and I felt like that's not much of a milestone.
No.
Like you were just born into royalty. It doesn't mean you're strong. It just means you're a royal motherfucker.
I have gone above and beyond all.
Oh yeah, he thinks he went. He thinks he became a Super Saiyan, but yet he just felt really strong.
He thought that like 5 times.
Yeah, he said that like 5 times, like 3 or 4 times at the show, telling that to Frieza, and then he was just like, "I become a Super Saiyan," but then he didn't, and then only because he got the Senkai boost and he became stronger.
Yeah, fucking and then Frieza's just like, "Is this seriously happening again?"
Well, that was basically it. Frieza was just like,
This-
"Oh my God, shut up! You're not a Super Saiyan."
Then kills him.
Well, we couldn't even
Or
be
no,
mad.
didn't Krillin kill him?
Oh, he almost killed him. He was in the Bridge series.
I need you to almost
kill me.
Now, hear me out on this.
Almost.
To almost kill me.
And there will be no repercussion for this. I will not punch you. Oddly specific.
Oddly specific.
But and then when he shoots him in the heart, he's like, "You are so punched."
you are so punched.
I love the Bridge series. But my favorite. Okay, what was your favorite quote throughout the entire show? Your favorite line throughout the entire series?
From the bridge series?
No, just the original.
Oh.
We'll do that next.
Well, I'm just doing the original awesome quote from Z. gotta go with over 9,000. I mean, come on.
True.
Gotta go with it's over 9,000.
True. But for me, it is when another Vegeta quote is when they were fighting the androids, and um, Vegeta was telling when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan for the first time that we see, and um, and he like before he does that, he's like talking about it. He's like, "Your bonehead creator left out your." He's like, what did he say? He was like, "Then why were you surprised when you saw Kakarot become a Super Saiyan?" And he talked about like, and he was like, "Your bonehead creator forgot to add to your database our battles in space." And then he looks at the android and was like, "Let me ask you, my friend, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?" And it becomes a Super Saiyan. It was the funniest thing. I just love the like the original guy's voice. Let me ask you, my friend, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear? And then, and then in the explanation of when he becomes a Super Saiyan, he was on this planet that was just like burning, I guess. It was like just being destroyed, and then like after he got his ass kicked by like an asteroid, he was like on the ground and he was like, "That's it, no more, I don't care." And he was like, "I stopped caring about becoming a Super Saiyan," and then became a Super Saiyan.
Yes! Oh god, yes, I'm amazing!
But like it's hilarious because like he was like, "Oh, I don't care about becoming a Super Saiyan." It's like, "Oh, whoops, I'm a Super Saiyan."
And then all of a sudden it's like, fucking Dragon Ball Z PP. Oh, okay.
But okay,
Oh,
now
okay.
since you brought up the topic, what was your favorite quote through the entire Abridged series?
Oh god.
There's so many.
Bitch, you just jealous of my Super Saiyan
I was
swagger.
gonna say that. Okay. Second one behind that one for me would have to be, oh my god, I'm thinking of like the first thing that comes to my head is when he was on Earth and he was like, "I'm gonna do a big bang kind of attack," and it just blows up. Or oh no, I got it. Is when they were on Namek and Goku's fighting Berter and Jace, and he's fighting them, and then you hear like the music, and it's just like, "Stop, Goku time," and then it blows up.
Yeah.
It just blows everything up within a mile. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that was awesome.
Then my other favorite one was just like, I'm going to release my giant monkey.
Oh
Oh,
god, form. Oh, I
oh
thought he meant
I thought he
penis.
meant penis.
That's pretty great.
And then my favorite Vegeta moment out of all of those is him singing the song when he's getting his Dragon Balls.
I've got a lovely set of Dragon Balls, doo-doo. Here they all are sitting in a bunch, doo-doo. 1 star, 2 star, all up to my head. I'll throw them across the town. I forget the words at that point, but it's just like, Vegeta wins again, bye-bye.
Tell Frieza Vegeta wins again. Bye-bye.
Or when Frieza was looked like after he took the Dragon Balls, Frieza's looking at a note. He's like, he's like, there's a note. It just says, "Dear Frieza" with a butt. Can I see Lord Frieza? Fucking Zarbon.
Can I see Lord Frieza?
I have to admit, one of my one moment that really like disappointed me was okay. I never watched Dragon Ball, the original series, when Goku was a child, but but I have seen clips of it. I was amazed before I watched Dragon Ball Z Kai, before I watched the Cell Saga, when I saw Goku as like a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old do the Kamehameha on his first try. At that moment, I was like, no way. Goku's probably like the strongest person in the world. No one can beat him because Master Roshi was like, it'll take you 50 years to learn the Kamehameha, and Goku did it on his first try.
Well, so did Gohan.
No, he didn't.
Did he?
I don't remember.
Oh,
But
I don't fucking know.
But he did it in his first try, and I know he had a power level of like 10, but you know it was still awesome. And then I watched the series, and I watched Gohan become the strongest in the universe. I was like, oh. And I'm pretty sure the only reason why he did that is because as a child, he got the shit beaten out of him a lot, so he probably got a lot of Senkai boost and stuff.
Probably. I never understood why Piccolo wanted to kill Goku, considering they're like best friends.
Well, because like because originally Goku killed his dad.
Oh.
Because they were fighting, and King Piccolo was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take over the planet," and Goku just just like fucking flew through his chest. Like literally just like went through it. His whole body just like went through his chest.
Oh, next favorite quote of that entire bridge series. Your dad spit you out as an egg,
Oh
right?
my god.
Yeah. What's your point? Are you a Yoshi? Yes, Goku. I'm a green fucking dinosaur. Can can I ride you? Ugh.
Or the um or when they're flying to go get Gohan, he's like, what's in it for me? I'll add you on MySpace. Tom, you've been replaced. That's hilarious.
Tom, you've been replaced.
Did you see the Super Saiyan God movie yet?
Yeah, I think I no, I didn't.
I haven't either, but I know like what it had. I know about Beerus and like all that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was your favorite off canon movie?
off canon movie.
Like Cooler's Revenge or Bardock.
I I think it was Bardock.
Your favorite was Bardock, like
I,
which when it talked about like oh that was canon, but like when it talked about like Planet Vegeta blowing up, or when he went in the past.
in the past.
That was a cool movie for me. It had to be like Cooler's Revenge, like the second one after he died. It came like Metallic Crew, Cooler,
Yeah.
because now it was a good movie. Like I thought it was it was an Akira Toriyama fucking like off canon movie. It wasn't cleverly like written. Like they go to Namek and Cooler's alive, I guess, and then Vegeta comes out of nowhere. Even though he had not like they went to Namek, they went on a ship to Namek, and Vegeta wasn't even on the ship. And
Yeah.
it was weird, but I love it because I remember more of the origin of the abridged movie than the real one, and I love the scene where like fucking Cooler just grabs Vegeta and kicks him in the dick, and he kicks him over to Goku, and he's just like holding him. He's like passed out. Goku's like, oh, he's all tuckered out,
Oh,
and
he don't tuck her
then
out.
later Vegeta's just like he keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick? And then later, after he cuts Cooler's arm off with a destructo disc, he's like, "That was for my dick."
My dick. Dude, what's your favorite like enemy?
Oh my god. I felt like Frieza was the most terrifying of them all.
Well, like, what's your favorite one? Not like terrifying.
Oh,
Fact.
like just in general, just like in liking them.
Yeah.
Um, I had to say Vegeta. He was a villain, and
Yeah.
Vegeta was like such a cool thing. To like the fact that we first saw Raditz, and like we were all like, oh my god, there are other Saiyans out there, and then they show up, and it's like they must be as strong as Raditz, and then they show up, and it's
Nope.
just like
Let's
holy,
strong.
it's like oh my god,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, Majin Buu.
oh my god.
I love Boo, dude. He's so cool.
I like Kid Buu better
I like Kid Buu better too.
because he doesn't look like a fat lard.
Yeah, I do like Kid Buu better. I just like Boo in general, honestly.
Yeah, like Buu was cool. Buu was
Boo was
okay.
Boo was pretty chill. And or Ginyu.
Ginyu was okay.
I thought Ginyu was funny. It's
He
fun.
was funny. They were all like really like
And then I grew up
flamboyant.
and then when I grew up I'm like, wow, that guy's really kind of just gay.
Yeah, they're all like super flamboyant. All of them. I love
We
Goldo.
and together we are the Ginyu Force.
I do have to admit, I love how deep Ginyu's voice was, even though he acted like the most flamboyant person ever.
I know.
Ginyu!
Ginyu.
But that was.
Oh
that was,
yeah,
that was
Macho Man Randy Savage, gonna take care of you,
Oh, dude, no, Raccoon, though. Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Because the name's Raccoon. It rhymes with Doom. And you're gonna be hurting all too soon!
Yeah.
Wrestling's fake.
Oh. Oh my god.
What like I mean, I'm trying to remember like something like I'm trying to remember. How are your feelings about Goten?
Huh?
Goku's second
Second
kid.
son.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
second son.
mean, like, it's cool and everything, but I just kind of wish he didn't have a second kid.
Why? Remember, like, 'cause you remember after he got out of his heart attack, Chi Chi was
Yeah.
like, "I want another baby."
He's like, okay, bye.
But yeah, but still, like, obviously like during that time, they must have like did the dangle, you
The,
know.
the dang
And
doodly
then there's
dang.
Goten.
Yeah, but wasn't she already pregnant? I thought that
No.
was the thing. Oh, that was just the abridged thing. My bad.
Yeah,
Duh.
that was just the bridge thing. But
Pregnant. Okay,
uh,
bye.
I like Goten. I thought it was hilarious how he was like the youngest kid, the youngest Saiyan to become a Super Saiyan, which was pretty boss.
Yeah.
I love Gotenks. Gotenks is my favorite fusion out of all of them.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. He's pretty chill.
My
Fusion.
brother was like, "I hate Gotenks," and I asked him why. He said, "Well, like he's so cocky." I'm like, "Dude, he's two children. Gotenks is a fusion between two like 7-year-old kids. How would they not be cocky little dicks?"
And second of all, he's the son of one of the universe's strongest people. I would also be pretty cocky.
I mean, like, well, like, and also, and Trunks is pretty awesome too. I mean, my favorite moment had to be when Gotenks went Super Saiyan 3, because he was like, I didn't think I would have to do this. Ta-da! And then does it, and then does it, and it was just like, and then, like, freaking Piccolo was just shocked. I was just like,
Oh, how old is Piccolo now? Like, holy shit.
I don't think, like, I don't even know. Like, Namekians are weird when it comes to age. Like, I don't even
Right.
know.
How old is Goku
Goku, he's like,
now, at
oh
least?
my god, he's old. He's like in his 30s or 40s, somewhere
Are
around
they?
there. He
I'm.
basically becomes immortal because if you remember, like, okay, I know Dragon Ball GT's off canon,
Yeah.
but still, like, he's pretty old in that.
Yeah. Um. Are they? I'm kind of a bit confused on episode wise. Are they still making episodes?
For GT, no.
Or I mean, no, for just like any Dragon Ball.
Oh no, it ended after Boo, I believe. Don't
Okay.
quote me on that, but I believe.
Okay.
Um,
They should continue it. It could be
I think so.
continued
I think
so.
there's gonna be a new series. I heard.
It
Talk
could be
about it.
continued so much further.
Yeah, it could be if they wanted to do, but Akira Toriyama is just like, please let me stop, because he wanted to stop after the Frieza saga, but literally the fans were freaking out. Like I think I remember a story like one of my brother's friends told me is that people literally sent him death notes saying continue the show or you'll die, something like that. I believe it could be total rumors and bullshit, but that's what he told me.
Hmm.
But like it killed him, dude. Like he didn't want to continue, but he did, and kudos to him for doing it.
Koodles.
What about Goku Jr.? I don't like him.
Who?
Goku Jr. Gohan's kid. Gohan and Vidal's kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, Goku
I completely
Jr.
forgot about that.
Most of his airtime is in GT.
Yeah.
And then there's Vegeta Jr., which I believe is Trunks' kid. I don't know. There's so many like people within like
Juniors.
yeah.
So many
Because
juniors.
Vegeta Jr. looks exactly like Vegeta when he was a kid, and so does Goku. Goku Jr.
Yeah. Yep. What are your feelings on Master Roshi?
He's a fucking boss.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
was-
like, back in the day in Dragon Ball, he was, like, a monster because he had a power level of, like, 180, and back in the day, that was a lot.
Mhm.
And when he did a Kamehameha, it was like, oh my god, Master Roshi, you're so cool. And then now he just means nothing. He's, like, lower than Yamcha.
Mhm. Oh my God, lower than Yamcha.
That's, like, an all-time low.
That's an insult.
I love how, like, everyone makes fun of Yamcha. There's, like, no fans of Yamcha out there.
I bet there are, and they're every time they talk to anyone who likes Dragon Ball,
They're like, ha, get out of here.
get out of here. You like Yamcha.
I mean, he's not
Yeah,
terrible.
sure.
It's just, like, he's just weak. He's just, like... Back in Dragon Ball, he was actually, like, important. He was actually, like, relevant, but like, he just never got stronger and, like, didn't do much to be strong.
That's because an 87 power level is like OP back then.
Well, I think he had more than that.
I know. I'm just saying
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah.
It's like,
But, like, you can't blame him.
oh,
because
87, you're a god.
The reason why Goku is stronger than him now is because Goku's a fucking Saiyan. And
Dude, could you imagine if Goku like went back in time and he like showed up with his like millions power level.
He's got like, I would say I don't even know to be honest because I remember in the original show is when Goku was fighting Ginyu for the first time, and only when he used the Kaioken, like just the first level, he had a power level 180,000, and that
Yeah,
was just the Kaioken level 1. So
yeah.
like it's
And then
hard.
there's a Kaioken times 20. So
Yeah, it's hard to judge. And like, if you look at the off canon series GT, when there is a power level of 25 million or billion is when Gogeta mix of Goku and Vegeta go
yeah.
Super Saiyan 4, and it's off canon. So
Yeah.
it's like
In GT is the only place where people fuse, right?
no, they fuse in the original series too.
Okay.
When they were fighting Boo, is when fusion became a thing.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
how Gotenks formed and Gogeta and Vegito and Vegeta. I don't know.
Vogito, Vogito.
I forget how it goes. It's Gogito and Veg. I don't know what the other one is.
Vajoku.
I'll Google it real quick. But anyway, I like Vegito more. Like not Vegito, Gogito because it's when Goku is more dominant. It's more Goku's personality.
hmm
And to be honest, until a while ago, I had no idea, what the difference was between the two of them was.
Yeah, it's cool in the new Xenoverse game because you can like do things in the area, and you can like you can do the fusion stance.
Oh, it is Vegito. That's it.
Is it Vegito? Okay.
I think it's
But you
Gogeta, which is the other one.
Yeah, and then you could do the like fusion stance left and right, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
actually pretend to fuse.
Yeah, people like look like they fuse with you.
hmm
It's Gogeta and Vegeta. Okay, Gogeta. I like Gogeta more.
I still love my character in that game.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Obo.
Oboe.
He made an Namekian and named him Obo because I was like, name
Yes,
him a
I did.
woodwind instrument because it's a fucking
Yes, I did.
Namekian. I'm gonna make a Frieza race person in that game. I'm gonna name him like
Name him
Freezer.
Freezer.
No,
Yeah, name him Freezer.
Freezer like refrigerator.
Yeah.
Or then I'll make a Saiyan. I'll make a Saiyan name him like a vegetable because Vegeta's like a vegetable.
Vegeta's vegetable.
Yeah, and like Raditz. Raditz is like a radish.
Oh yeah.
Kakarot's a carrot. Like they're all named after vegetables.
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Speaking of Vegeta, I know you watch Steven Universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is like it's technically off topic. I don't know, but um,
We're talking about like shows and stuff.
yeah, but like it's a mix because it's a mix between Dragon Ball. If you watched Steven Universe and you know about Jasper and Peridot, right?
Yeah.
The green chick and the giant orange chick.
Yeah.
They remind me a lot of Nappa and Vegeta when they
They do. They do.
They do.
Much.
I'll Google this shit. Like literally, there's fan art of like them landing on Earth. Like when I first saw that, my first impression was Nappa and Vegeta.
And then when fucking what was it? Lapis and
Lapis was so insignificant. It was funny.
You know what's funny is I played Minecraft when I was a kid so much that when I heard Lapis, I'm like, oh my god, useless. This person's gonna be useless. Then it's just like, oh, okay, she just destroyed that thing pretty much. Okay, awesome.
Oh, you remember? Oh, speaking of little, I'm talking about this little Steven Universe thing. Remember that time that Jasper and Lapis fused, and Lapis just like locked her at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
That was like scary. I was just like, I remember watching that for the first time, like, and I was just like, and at the end of it, after she like shackled her and put her in the bottom of the ocean, I was just like, oh, oh,
Oh my.
yeah. I'm gonna see if I can still find it, but I don't know what else we want to talk about.
Fucking Adventure Time, bro.
I thought we were talking about mostly Dragon Ball.
Nah, dude, we gotta talk about Adventure Time. Adventure Time's good.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I haven't watched Adventure Time in forever. I honestly have
Still continuing it, right?
Yeah, it's still going, but I feel like most of the fan base has just stopped caring.
Really?
To be honest, I don't feel like it's as popular as it was when it first started.
You might be right.
Cause like it just, They like constantly teased us with the plot and with like the mushroom war and all this cool stuff, but they still kept it a mystery when everyone's just like, "Oh my god, just tell us."
Yeah.
Just like, Jesus Christ, tell us. Like, oh my god. And they were like, nope, it's still a mystery.
Mhm.
And it's just like, oh my fucking god, just tell me.
Yeah. But fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a
Yu-Gi-Oh's
thing.
great. It's like one of my favorite shows of all time.
Hate Zexel.
Fuck Zexel. Terrible.
Hate that new one that's coming out, and even though it's not even out yet,
Yeah.
GX is best
Yeah.
generation. At least by my standards. I love GX.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love the characters.
5Ds is awesome too. I don't care if anyone says 5Ds was like the shit.
5Ds was good. It was just like, oh, regular dueling standing up, motorcycle.
That wasn't even the big selling point. It was actually really cool though, in my opinion.
I know.
But I want to talk about Steven Universe. Just like I can talk about Steven Universe for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first thing I want to mention about Steven Universe is the fact that the gems think he's retarded. The gems literally like lie to him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They lie to him about where they came from. They didn't tell him about the rebellion that they started with Rose like until like recently in the show. They lied about where they came from. Like Amethyst was apparently in this place called the Kindergarten where they made gems. So she wasn't like naturally made, I guess. They just like lied to him a bunch. They lied to him about how they were scared before Peridot showed up. They lied to him about the confidence test, and then Steven takes this all in, and he realizes like after learning about his mom and how she like lied to everyone to keep them safe, he was like, I have to lie too. And it was my favorite scene in the entire show when during the episode the confidence test, and when they were testing him to see if he was like good enough, and he realized it was rigged and there's no way he could lose. At first, it looked like he's gonna walk out there and scream at them and yell, like, "Hey, like you lied to me, yada yada yada." But no, he just like lies to them.
You know what? Do you know what that episode reminded me of?
What?
Fucking in a video game when you go outside of the map.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because he got outside of the top, and on the top, it's just like, oh look, it's the skybox.
That's what I thought. I thought about Gmod.
That's exactly what I thought of. I'm like, oh my god, playing Gmod.
In the corner of the screen, I'm putting in the middle of the screen right now. This is fan art of Steven Universe. This is fan art of Steven Universe. This, as you can see, this is Steven like mixed with Dragon Ball. He's going like Super Saiyan. I tried to find the Jasper and Peridot thing, but I couldn't. But it is like the coolest thing ever. Like Rebecca Sugar, she loves to throw in like references to many different anime and video games and stuff like all over the show.
Yeah.
All over the show you can see stuff like this, and it's awesome. I love Rebecca Sugar. She actually there's actually a little area within the show. There's a little picture of Steven reading Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
There's like Sailor Moon in there. It's just like, "Oh my god, I love you, Rebecca Sugar."
Dude, did you ever watch the original pilot?
Yes, I did. I hated it.
It was scary.
It wasn't that it was scary. I just didn't like I didn't like any of the character models for any of the gems.
It frightened me.
I didn't like any of their character models, and then Rebecca Sugar changed them, and I was like, "Oh, good for you! Like, good job. I like them better now."
What do you think of Steven's weapon?
The shield.
Yeah.
I love it. It represents everything that Steven is. Because Steven is the one that he wants to protect the gems. He wants to protect them. He loves them, and it was his mother's. It was Rose's gem as well, and she protected most of the gems in the rebellion on Earth. Even though she saved like a handful of gems, like after the war ended, but still it represents something.
Yeah.
It represents his love for his family, his friends, his everything. But speaking of that, his shield. Did you see the episode where they mixed Uncle Grandpa into the show?
Don't tell me about this. I hated it.
No. It wasn't that bad. I have to admit, the first joke of the episode was when Uncle Grandpa was talking to Steven. And don't get me wrong, I hate Uncle Grandpa. I hate that show.
But so stupid.
But I did like the first joke where Steven was talking to Uncle Grandpa, and Uncle Grandpa says, "Don't worry, kid. None of this is canon." And I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Okay, that was funny.
It's funny. It was a good episode, and um, it, um, what's his face? Uncle Grandpa was about to tell us the reason why that Steven, like, no, it was Mr. Gus. Mr. Gus was like, "Oh, Steven's shield is maternal. He activates it out of true feelings of," and then he's interrupted by Pizza Steve. So the Rebecca Sugar in a way was trying to tell us what activates Steven's shield. I think it's love.
Yeah.
I feel like the feeling that makes him bring out his
That's
gem
why
is love.
that's why his shield all of a sudden showed up when he was protecting what's her face? I keep forgetting her
Connie.
name. Connie, yeah.
I love Connie. I love that ship
Dude,
so much.
did you saw the episode where
They
he
fused
with Connie,
Yes,
right?
Stevani. Oh my god.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. Oh,
I'm
look,
just like, what? I thought only gems could fuse.
here's more fan art of Steven Universe. This is a obvious like mimicking. This is of Jasper, Peridot, and Lapis mimicking the Ginyu Force. They're making.
You should share your screen so I can see it too.
Okay, I'll show you. But they're mimicking
Ginyu Force.
the Ginyu Force pose. That right there. You'll see it in the video.
Ginyu.
But yeah,
Ginyu.
they're mimicking the pose.
Raccoon.
But because Rebecca Sugar, she's like the ultimate hipster. She like has watched so much
so
TV and
awesome.
anime.
Yeah.
What about
Everything got louder.
what about Steven? What about Steven Universe? I love the music of the show.
Yeah.
Gar-
So awesome.
yeah, Garnet's song, "Stronger Than You," and Pearl's song,
Stronger than you was on that when she was fighting that.
Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper.
And then, "Strong in the Real Way" is when when Amethyst and Garnet fused, and she was singing about like, "Oh, we don't have to be brutally strong like her. We can be strong in the mindset and all
What
that."
what is their fusion called?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'll Google it. I don't even remember. I'll look it up.
Okay.
But it was awesome. It was actually voiced by Nicki Minaj.
Rare.
Yeah. No joke. It was like I saw the stuff on Facebook. They were like Nicki Minaj voices the new fusion between Garnet and Amethyst. I liked it. I thought her voice was perfect for what it was.
It was, but
I don't
still,
like Nicki Minaj.
I don't either.
Fucking awful.
Up next.
Sugolite. That's her name, Sugolite.
Oh yeah. Up next, when Amethyst, Garnet, and Steven fuse, Miley Cyrus.
Could you could you imagine if all four of them fused?
Well, it's technically
Because okay, look at what happened.
it's technically five. Technically five.
Look what happened when Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst fused. Look at that giant monster they made.
Oh yeah, I know.
So we know about Sugolite, Opal, which is Amethyst. Sugolite is Garnet and Amethyst. Opal is Pearl and Amethyst, and the third one I have no idea what it's called. I'll Google that one too. But that third one, so we know about all three of their fusions, but imagine what it'd be like for Steven to fuse.
I don't understand how Connie and Steven still fuse because Connie's not a gem.
But he's but Steven's half human.
Oh yeah.
And then it's funny to think about. I swear, no one be mad at me for this. No one say anything. But, gem fusion is literally sex. It is literally sex because when Connie and Steven fused, when he shows up back to the house, Pearl says, "How could this be possible? How does he fused with his friend Connie? This shouldn't be possible. Gems can't fuse with humans, and it's impossible. At the least bit inappropriate." I feel like this is sex, and also when in the episode where they show up and they were captured on Earth, and Garnet was like split up between Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
Um, when she fuses back together, Ruby and Sapphire are like all over each other. They hug
I
each other.
think I think that she could have put a Pokemon reference in there and then made it Emerald as the fusion name
She could have,
instead
but
of Garnet.
no.
That would have been cool.
I don't like it. I don't know.
Just because it's like, oh,
Well, the name doesn't
Pokemon.
fit. The name doesn't fit.
I know, but still. But still.
So, when they fuse together, Sapphire and Ruby just like Sapphire's kissing Ruby and like Ruby picks her up and swings her around. So like it must be some sort of like intercourse.
I don't know, man.
I don't know because okay,
that's going pretty broad there
that's not even okay
for a kid show.
I know, but like, okay, think about this: the gems' bodies, their bodies are illusions. Even Pearl says this quote. She's like, "Our bodies are illusions. All they are is the rocks." Like for example, like humans, our bodies are just our bodies. Really, what we are is our brains. Like our bodies are just there to keep our brains safe because that's what
And
we
our
are.
hearts.
And yeah, that's what we are. Our brain has all of our thoughts, everything about us is inside of our brain. So the gems are literally like everything they are is inside of their gem. Their bodies are just like are illusions. They're physical forms, I guess. So there must be a way for more gems to be around. They can't just like there can't just be a fixed number of gems. It just it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So like there must be some way they reproduce.
I guess you're right. Well, how can rocks reproduce?
I don't know. I mean, if you remember the episode Rose's Scabbard, when Pearl blows up the hologram of Rose, and she's talking to her, and at the end of their conversation, Pearl goes, "You're amazing," and wraps her fingers around Rose's. So they must have like intercourse with each other.
I guess.
They all look like they're like doing stuff, dude. Like
they're doing stuff. Man.
Because like
if you think about it, then like Steven and Connie is just like
basically okay,
children fucking.
That's my point. And like, I'm not saying they're fucking, but it's just like that's what it is. But like that's
what it is to gems.
To gems, it's intercourse.
Okay, I get it now. But to humans, it's just dancing.
It's just fusion.
It's just dancing or fusion.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Now that I got that.
Yeah, there must be a way. Like, as you remember, because like in the episode where Amethyst and Steven run away and they find the kindergarten, where just like they naturally made gems. So like if gems can be naturally made, then there must be ways they can like be reproduced. Because Amethyst was like, I'm just a big mistake. I'm just a mistake. And so it's like, so if gems can be naturally made, there must be a way. They couldn't just show up out of nowhere. They had to be like made. They should probably be able to reproduce.
Gem Jesus.
Like, I don't know, man, but they reproduce by some way, and I think it's fusion.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You got all the sense there, buddy.
Yeah. Also, did you notice that in the base where like they have that giant statue by Steven's house, there are 3 stones there that represent Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's on the hand, on the forehead, and then on something else there's like the head is Pearl, the hand is Amethyst, the hand is Garnet, and like I think the chest is Amethyst.
Yeah, that's because that's where all their gems are located.
Yeah.
Pearl's head.
Who's your least favorite character within that show? In Steven Universe.
Onion.
I hate Pearl. Hate her.
Really?
Yeah, I hate her. Because when they find Rose's scabbard, Pearl says, "Oh, I was the person that your mother went to when she had secrets and couldn't tell anyone. I'm the only one she trusted." And this annoyed me. I was like, "Oh my god, Pearl, I get it. Fucking Pearl trusted you. Oh my god, I get it. Cool." And then, when they find Rose's, when like Steven shows her that he found the armory without Pearl, and basically showed her like, haha, like you don't know everything. Like, you don't know everything, and I find this stuff on my own, and you weren't her sole confidant. She starts to break down, which is like, oh, I guess okay. And then Steven says to her, trying to be a nice kid that he is, he says, maybe she didn't tell you, because, like, they were talking about Lion, and Steven was like, maybe she didn't tell you about Lion because she wanted to protect you like everyone else. And Pearl screams at Steven, how do you know? You never even met her. And punches the wall, and the painting of Pearl falls down, of Rose falls down.
Didn't Steven say that too?
No, he never said that. And so Pearl.
He said that to Lars.
No, because Lars said, this is all because of your weird mom. And he said, how do you know what my mom felt? I never got to meet my mom.
Oh yeah.
So obviously he takes offense to this, and she just basically put a middle finger in Steven's face. Basically said, I don't care about your feelings. It's all about me. I'm the only one your mother trusted. Yada yada yada. And it's like fuck you, Pearl. You just yelled in front of this kid.
Right again, sir.
Like, that's his mother. You know, that's not even fair. What are you doing?
What do you feel about Steven's? I'm breaking a jawbreaker with a nail.
Okay.
But how do you feel about Steven's dad?
I love Greg. He's awesome.
You can't make a hot dog.
If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
We wouldn't have hot dogs.
Yeah, I love Steven's face in that scene. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite saying I've ever heard in a show.
Yeah, I love it. The show reminds me of a lot of Naruto in the plot wise, because in the very beginning, when Naruto first started, it was completely episodic. It was about Naruto becoming a ninja, and then later on the show, we found out about Orochimaru and the Akatsuki and all that. Yeah. And in this show,
I can't watch Naruto.
I know it's a long show, but
it would take me forever to get close. I can watch One Piece though. I used to watch One Piece.
One Piece is like 700 chapters.
I know, but I used to watch One Piece all the time. Because I actually thought it was really funny.
I don't like it. From day one, I never liked it. I just the animation was shitty.
It looks like we're not such good friends after all.
The plot line was stupid. Just hated it.
Plotline was stupid. But
oh shit! What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
That just scared the shit out of me. I think my mother just walked by. Whatever.
Yeah, like the last time. Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm cutting that.
That was funny though. Come on.
That's not funny.
Watch your mouth. We just go silent and I just start laughing. You're just like, okay.
Fucking. I love Lion. Lion is like the greatest thing ever.
Cool.
The fact that like he has everything, like Rose like kept all her like secret shit inside of his mane, and like Steven finds him, tames him. It's like, oh, like I want a lion.
I want a lion.
I want a lion.
I want one. You can't stop me.
You can't stop me. I'm going to get one.
You can't catch me. You can't catch me.
What? I'm trying to think of a show I watched that it was really good. Dude. Ponies.
Oh shit.
Season 5 episode came out today.
What?
Season 5 episode came out today.
Did you just say that? Is that a thing?
It's canon, my friend.
Are we gonna watch it?
We'll watch it at some point if it's on the internet.
It's on YouTube already. If I know the pony community, it's already on YouTube.
So it's probably on YouTube. But yeah, season 5 came out today. I haven't watched the episode, but I already know it's stupid.
Oh, why?
Okay, so there's this chick. They go to this town, and so in this town, the chick's like, "Oh, everyone needs to be equal." So like everyone has the same cutie mark, right? It's like two vertical lines. What? And what I don't get is that how could you shape someone's destiny to having the same cutie mark as everyone else. It just doesn't follow the rules of the show. Your cutie mark is your destiny. How the fuck do you make it? How do you personally, an outside force, tell them your destiny is this and this is your cutie mark?
It's like what the fuck did?
I think it's a hole in the plot line. But like, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I just dropped my headphone. I can't hear you. Oh, okay. So what? I dropped my headphone.
It's a hole in the plot line, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but hopefully it's just not fucking awful.
Damn it, Discovery Family.
Is that what took them over?
Hub? Yeah.
Really?
Discovery.
I thought it was just like a promotional thing.
Nope, it's Discovery Family now.
If the episode is bad, I blame Megan McCarthy. She sucks. I don't feel like she took up the role as the writer for the show very well.
Oh wait, that one girl quit?
The blonde chick. No, oh yeah, Lauren Foss. She's been off the show for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, it's all been Megan McCarthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk. I want to talk about anime. So I know you don't watch as much anime as I do, but I'm gonna list them off and see if you know any we can go into conversation about.
Okay.
Kill la Kill.
Mm.
Gurren Lagann.
Mm.
The Familiar of Zero.
No.
Fuck. I'm trying to think of like good anime I've watched, and I really feel.
Having sex with the pigs and the eagles.
I don't want to talk about Attack on Titan. Show's overrated.
Says the guy who's like, "Oh my god, this show's amazing."
It is amazing, but like, now I'm just really upset that season 2 has come out, and I just gave up on it. At this point, I'm just giving up on the show.
Sword Art Online.
Fucking hate that anime.
I loved it. It was
I
cool.
hate it. It was awful. It's fucking Kirito is a god and just breaks the rules of the MMO. He has a literal harem of girls that follow him around. Every girl he interacted with the show fell in love with him. And he has a literal harem of women following him everywhere. I hate it. I can talk about hours about how much I hate this anime, but it will get me pissed off.
Pokemon's an anime.
It's great.
End of story. It's great.
Pretty good. I mean, there's nothing more to say, but it's just fucking good. Oh, yeah. The game is great. The anime sucks. Ash is retarded.
Ash is a fucking fuck.
He's like the worst Pokemon trainer in the planet, and he will never become the best.
And he's like, I'm gonna be the best.
It's like
6 seasons later.
It's like, yeah, now we're up to X and Y, and you haven't done shit with your life, kid.
I mean, like, he has all the badges, but he mostly gets all the badges through luck.
No, not even that. It's just like so far he's been he's competed in the Elite Four. He's maybe every time he makes it in barely the top 10, top 4 or top 10.
Yep.
And it's like, you just get better, kid.
Like, he doesn't get any good Pokemon.
No, he doesn't. And his Pokemon are just zero.
I mean, he has Charizard, but I mean, it's like, oh, okay, bye, go to Dragon Island or whatever the fuck it's called.
Because Charizard was like, I want to be a better Charizard, and it's like, okay.
Because Ash can't make me a better Charizard.
Well, no, it's not that. Because that's what Charizards like do. They're like naturally prone to attack enemies and be stronger, and he just didn't like the lifestyle of being a captured Pokemon.
Yeah.
He didn't like that lifestyle.
What is your favorite Pokemon movie?
Oh my god. Most of them are shitty.
There's a lot, like, all the original ones are really good.
I would have to say the one with Zoroark. Zoroark, Master of Illusions.
I think mine's gonna be not 2000. It's the one with Celebi and Suicune.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was good. It was okay.
But the reason why, it's because it explains that Professor Oak and Ash have always been friends.
They had been.
The little kid that was in that movie?
Yeah.
That's Professor Oak.
What?
Yeah, that's Professor Oak. Yeah, that little kid is Professor Oak. Because Professor Oak's like, oh, I remember that. I remember doing that sort of thing when I was a kid. And then it's like, oh, see you soon, or I don't know, but I know that kid's Professor Oak.
Oh, well,
It's like, what? They've always known each other? That's awesome.
that's actually kind of cool in a way.
It's like how did Professor Oak become such good friends with Ashy?
There you go.
Ashy boy.
Fucking, what else was there?
Do you want to know what my favorite moment from Yu-Gi-Oh! XD is?
What?
Or GX is? Fucking when Kaiba started talking to Chumley, and it's like, Chumley boy. I'm like, oh god.
Oh, Ruby.
Oh shit.
Love Ruby.
Best anime.
It's a good one. It has its flaws. It's not the best.
Well, it's just I mean, it's like I mean, I say if it was if it was made by like an actual company, and it's like actually well animated and whatnot, and like well drawn and whatnot, I think it would be way better than it is.
I mean, Monty did great.
Monty was awesome.
You know what was awesome?
Rest in peace.
Ruby is actually advertised in Japan.
I know.
It's like on the back
awesome.
of mangas. It's not like its own manga yet, but it's on the back of some of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I miss Monty too. That guy was like my hero, dude. He I wasn't good at art, and like he didn't inspire me to do art, but he just inspired me to like just do what I wanted to do with my life. Because he always thought like one of my favorite things he's ever said in his life ever was that you kind of forget about sleep when you're working on something truly amazing. And
Yeah.
I've done this before. I've had moments in my life where I was just working on a project. I was working on something. I was on a thing I was writing, or a thing I was just doing.
A project of pure awesomeness.
And I would just forget about sleeping because it's something I wanted to do. And Monty is was one of the most inspirational people of this time, and I love him. I miss him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Monty.
Oh, dude, favorite character in Ruby besides Ruby? Because I know you'll say that.
Damn it.
I know you'll say it.
She's hot.
I know she's hot, but like, who else? You gotta focus on more characters.
Maya.
Really?
Yeah. Poop.
Oh no, that's
Or
Pyrrha. No.
Pier. No. No. I think it is Maya.
No, it's not Maya. Fuck.
Or
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it.
damn it. We say we watch it all the time. and
We
it's
do
like,
watch it. It's been forever.
Yeah, we haven't really heard her name very much in the last recent. Yes.
Nora.
Nora.
That's it. Nora.
Nora.
But, I like Nora too.
Nora the Boob Valkyrie.
My favorite character besides Ruby is Weiss. Weiss is just so proper and so adorable, and like she's just like, oh, I'm so much better because she's like rich and stuff, and she reminds me a lot of Vegeta in a way. The fact that like she's just like so proper and so high of herself, she's just adorable in like every other way. And okay, this is one of my favorite questions of the entire show. What's your favorite ship?
Oh, I just took out my headphone. Hang on.
Okay.
Favorite ship.
Favorite ship between the entire show. There's so many.
There are so many.
There's Ren and Nora. There's Jean and Pyrrha.
Yeah.
Weiss and Blake. Weiss and Yang. Weiss and Ruby. Ruby and Blake. Blake and Yang. There's Blake and what's her face. The chick with the black and pink. What's her face? Oh my God! What's her name?
That's Nora.
No, that's not Nora. That's not Nora. It's the guy she's the girl that worked for the evil dude.
Oh, I don't know.
But there's Yang and that chick. Mine would have to be, Ruby and Weiss, which is Ice Flower. I love Ice Flower.
I'm gonna say Oreo.
What is that? Blake and Weiss. Checkmate.
Yeah, checkmate. Yeah.
Um.
Just because I feel like they're such opposites, but they seem to be like perfect for each other.
Well, I mean, I like if you're going for the opposite thing, I see more of Ruby and Weiss for that because again, Weiss is so proper. She's so high of herself. She has so much technique and training, and like technique. Ruby does too, but it's like Weiss is just like you have to have such strategy, and you can't. And your form is so your form has so many flaws, and Ruby's just like, let's just go in there and kill it. Like who cares? Let's just punch the thing.
You gonna get scythed.
Like Weiss is so cute and adorable in everything she does, and Ruby at the same time is very, very adorable. Because like I see them as polar opposites, because like their fighting styles and their personalities, their hand motions, their body language, everything about them is completely different. And I see the checkmate thing. I see that they're like okay together, but me for it's Ice Flower.
Yeah, I'm good with both, honestly.
My second favorite ship would have to be Blake and hold on, I think Blake and Yang.
Monkey Tail guy. No. Blake and Yang, really?
Yeah, that's a thing. I forget what it's called. My least favorite would have to be Freezer Burn, which is Weiss and Yang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that one whatsoever.
I don't either, because they don't really talk. Yeah, they don't really talk ever.
I see no moments in the show at all where they are together.
Yeah.
I see no moments.
But I know this kind of goes into the realm of video games, but I consider the Walking Dead games as animes.
No, they're comics. It's a comic series that was made into a game. I don't see it. I mean, you can like go. I'm not gonna say your opinion's wrong. You can believe what you want, but I just don't agree with you. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, like through the episodes and like I get what you're saying, but it's just like I don't see it.
But anyways, with The Walking Dead, awesome games.
Oh, the games are great. The show is stupid.
Show's stupid, really?
Don't like it.
Why?
Don't like it. Just gave up after season 4. It's just like this show was retarded.
It's awesome. Season finale just happened, bro.
Yeah, I hope someone died.
People did die, but I don't think it was anyone important. Like they said, Daryl was gonna die, and then it's like, nope, Daryl can't die.
I hope Rick dies. He's cooler in the comics.
Rick's going crazy.
In the comics, he's way cooler. By like the fact he lost a hand, he's really cool. Like the comics are way better than the show. I'll read.
Yeah. I agree with you there.
There's so much shit they leave out in the comics that's not in the show. Like spoilers.
No, it's like the fucking movies with books. Like they leave stuff out, but I mean they're still good movies.
Yeah, but okay, spoilers. Carl loses half of his face. He gets shot.
Yeah, he's supposed to, but probably won't.
He gets shot, and his like left eye is all the left portion of his face is basically gone. He misses his ear, his nose. No, not his nose, but he loses like an ear, an eye, and most of the half of his face. He's still alive.
Yeah, I know he gets shot in the chest in the show through a deer.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All of a sudden, Carl, go pet the deer. Through the fucking deer gets shot. Like, what?
Yeah, great fucking storytelling. Fucking... What else do I want?
But the fucking games.
Oh, they're perfect.
I've been trying to debate with Ethan that the best option for Clementine was to go with, what's her face?
Who?
The girl at the end of season 2.
I know what you're talking about. The chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny was going fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ethan has a good point where that Kenny was only just trying to protect the baby and Clementine.
He was getting shit-faced insane. Like, dude, he beat up the Russian kid every time he talked.
I know.
He beat the shit out of him.
Granted, the Russian kid was kind of a dick.
But I mean, you can't blame him. Depending on what happens, you steal from him, and then like his reasons his actions have their reasons. But yeah. I will admit, if you go with Kenny, spoilers. If you go with Kenny, you go to the place is actually real. The place they're looking for is actually real. And there is a place out there which is safe, and it's like a bunch of like bunkers or like carrier.
Yeah, but the thing is, you either go with the baby
and stay in there, or go with Kenny.
Because Kenny has to leave.
any sane person would stay with the baby inside the place.
Yeah.
Because why would you go out into a world, into the place where you don't know where you're gonna find baby powder? It's cold as shit.
Just to be with Kenny.
Just to be with Kenny. No.
Just to be with Psycho
I'd be
Kenny.
like, no, dude, I gotta protect this baby. And I
Kenny.
I had to admit, yes, okay. For me, if I had the option, I would have gone with Kenny. Because, like, okay, Kenny seems like the guy who would be like your uncle. Like the uncle who kind of teaches you about right and wrong, who gives you your first beer, who seems like a role model uncle, like a guy who's really cool. He's like, oh, Uncle Kenny, he's an awesome dude. And,
He's a psychopath.
But like, yeah, he was going crazy. And I was just like, whoa, Kenny, please stop. And then like, in the end, I'm just like, dude, Kenny's like my uncle, and I love this guy to death, and I don't trust Jane. I think that was her name. I don't trust
it was
her.
Jane. You were right.
I don't trust her. I felt like she was gonna ditch you as soon as it looked bad. So I was just like, yeah, no. I picked Kenny, and then
Granted, you are right. She does ditch you in like the beginning of episode 4 or something like that.
She ditches you.
But then she comes back.
But she ditches you. And
but she comes back because she realizes that Clementine is like her only friend.
Yeah, but still ditches you.
Because honestly, she was really helpful to Clementine. She like told her that and taught her that the world is just horrible and you can't really trust anyone.
She also talked about like, oh my god, all these people are gonna slow you down. Let's leave together, you and I.
It is, but they were. That's the problem. They were
the thing
slowing
is, like,
her
she's
down.
basically telling you, leave these people for dead. Come with me. And it's like, no, fuck you.
But the thing is, she is right.
I know, but yet, again, my point is that she was basically saying, leave these people for dead. Come with me. And if someone came up to me and was like, hey, let's like leave these people for dead and just run away together, I'd be like, no, we don't.
Did you see the art for the 5th episode?
No.
Like where it was just like Lee's body and his like skull and his shirt and stuff?
Oh no, is that like, can I Google that?
Yeah, search Walking Dead season 2 episode 5 art or box art or whatever. Because you'll see like Lee's skull and his shirt and whatnot in snow, and you never really see that in the episode. I don't know if you actually see that like as an Easter egg or something.
Okay, Walking Dead season 2 episode 5 box art. I see Clementine holding her arm and the hammer, and there's a bunch of shit around here. I'm looking for episode. Oh, yep, that's it.
Yeah, do you see it?
Wow, that is it. That's his shirt.
And it's his head, because it's like an African-American skull.
Well, I don't think you can dignify that, but that looks like his shirt.
No, it is, because there's like African-Americans have like a different skull shape than like Caucasians.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Like they have more of like a longer jaw line or something like that.
But yeah,
and their foreheads are bigger, I think.
That's Lee.
Yeah, but it's like you don't see that. So I don't know why they would make that the art.
That's depressing.
I know, right? Seeing that.
Lee's my hero. Like, if I had to choose any person to be in the world, like, that is my father, it would be Lee.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Speaking of Telltale, they've made some...
Wolf Among Us.
I was actually going to talk about Game of Thrones.
I haven't played that and or watched that.
It's really good.
Do you know what I've been playing?
What?
Considering that Borderlands is my favorite game of all time, or Borderlands, any of the Tales of the Borderlands. It's so funny, dude.
Okay, the only thing I like about that entire bullshit thing is the loader bot. He's the only reason worth watching that.
No, it is not. It's
Loaderbot is the funniest thing it's just the funniest thing. I love when like.
No, see the thing is, Johnny, if you played the other 3 games like Borderlands 2 pre-sequel,
I played Borderlands and Borderlands 2.
Do you remember like the things where it's like Scooter and Ellie are what's her face? Moxie and Marcus's kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And like all that stuff and like but it's also like the episode 2 you see Janie Springs from the moon or Elpis.
Yeah.
From pre-sequel. And like Athena from pre-sequel, who's like all of a sudden crazy because at the end of pre-sequel it's like, oh, there's an alien that's like, oh, there's things happening. You gotta be all friends again. It sets up for the next game, or the next DLC or whatever. So it's like everything connects and like flows smoothly through the entire series. Even though it was made by Telltale, that's why it took so long for them to even get episode 2 out, because they have to connect so many little details.
Speaking of Borderlands, Jack is the hero.
Oh, in pre-sequel?
No, in general. In Borderlands 2 pre-sequel, and he is like the hero.
How is he the hero?
Okay, so first of all, Jack is a child. He lived with his grandma. His grandma beat the shit out of him. He was an abused little child. And so Jack has been through a lot of stuff.
You mean
Don't get me
Handsome
wrong.
Jack, right?
Yeah, Handsome Jack.
Okay.
He don't get me wrong, he is mentally insane. He is a crazy motherfucker.
No, but the thing is, you are technically right, because at the end of pre-sequel, the only reason that Jack actually turns psychotic and evil is because when he was getting his powers from the vault, Lilith comes in, burns the vault symbol on his face.
Punches it in his face, and the reason why is because all of his friends betrayed him. He grew up with a shitty life, and that's why he became insane.
Yeah, he thought Roland and Moxie and Lilith were all his friends and whatnot, and then it's like, bye, Jack, we're gonna kill you now because you're apparently insane.
They betrayed him, and okay.
He wouldn't see. The thing is, he wouldn't have been insane if they didn't try to kill him.
But I think it's everything that led up to that point is what before that, because again, his grandma beat the shit out of him. His coworkers betrayed him. His friends betrayed him. But the thing that proves it is that in the second game, the Vault Hunters are trying to open the vault, and they're trying to unleash the Warrior, which is like.
Well, it's because they're trying to stop Jack from having the Warrior.
No. What Jack wanted to do, he wanted to kill all the Vault Hunters because he wanted them to stop it. He wanted them to stop them from opening the vault and unleashing the Warrior, which is a destroyer of planets. Okay.
You just blew my fucking mind.
Jack never wanted any of them to open the vaults. The reason why he attracted Vault Hunters to bring them down to Pandora was to kill them. Because Vault Hunters are crazy people. They kill everything in sight. They're treasure hunters. They're graveyard diggers. They are evil people. They are people who care about nothing but money. Why do you think the Vault Hunters go out of their way? Because they want what's inside the vault. They want anything that's inside the vault. They want the treasure. They want the alien technology.
Granted, it's never there.
Jack wanted them to stop it. He wanted them to never open the vault, so no one can open it. No one can unleash the Warrior, and they kill him. He is the hero. You
just broke my mind.
If you want to believe me, go watch Game Theory. No joke.
No, I mean, I know. I understand you completely.
Go watch Game Theory. He talks about it way better than I do.
I know, but you just because it's been my favorite series, and I'm just I love the games to death. I love Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel as much as I love Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
And you know how much I love Dead Space 2.
Yeah, Dead Space was your shit back in the day.
Dude, I played through Dead Space 2 50 times. No joke.
That gave me nightmares.
After the second time I played it, I stopped getting scared because I knew everything the back of my hand.
Yeah.
But it was still such a fun game.
It was fun. The third one sucked, but anyway.
Third one was horrible.
Anyway.
Third one was just bad.
Jack is the hero. But
Jack is hero.
Dead Space, that game was all about the jump scares, and yet it was very. At first, my brother was like, "Don't worry, it's very jump scary. It's not that bad, but it's very atmospheric." And but I still remember this story, this news line, and I'm to this day I still think it's real, but don't quote me whether it's real or not. But this kid who played the first game, he was around 12 years old, 11 years old, something like that. He was very young. He played the game in the dark. And as he played the game, he literally went insane because the jump scares and the game scared the living shit out of him to the point where he saw visions. He saw the monsters
You
floating
saw the
around.
necromorphs?
He saw the necromorphs. He went insane. He was in a mental hospital for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like at first kind of scared to play the game, but I played him and it didn't scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I didn't get really that much scared. The only part I really got scared on was the part in the freezer area. You remember that part?
Yeah.
Where the necromorphs like jump out of the freezers?
Dude, the entire game for me was terrifying because it was so atmospheric. Like the fact
It was very
I
atmospheric.
had no idea when like a necromorph would just like would just jump out of like a vent or the floor or the walls and grab me, and that was the scary thing. The fact that you could hear the ship echo. It was dark. The lights flashed. It was very, very dark, and it felt like I was in that. And playing in the dark was the worst. I felt like I was in that ship.
Do you know what I did in the dark when Derek was over at my? You know Derek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over at my house, and I had one of those siren lights.
Yeah.
And I made sure there was no light coming through my room, and all I did was turn on the siren light, so it was just a big red spinning light. So it's like warning, warning, warning. Yeah, and every time there was a jump scare, and Derek was playing with a headset, mind you, I went up and I grabbed his solars, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He literally was scared to death to play that game after that.
Speaking of games, Fallout is probably my favorite game in existence.
Fallout?
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Fallout
I'm with
3.
you. That's such a good game.
Back in my young days of being new to the Xbox world, my brother introduced me to Fallout 3. He said the Fallout 3 was an open world game. There was no levels. It was just you have to listen and pay attention. You upgrade your character. You find weapons. It was a very in-depth game. And at 10 years old, I was stupid, and my attention span was very, very small. So I played this game. The game, even for me at that age, was terrifying because of the feral ghouls, and like everything within the game was scary. Like,
yeah.
And the game was very didn't make you feel alone as you walked. Don't get me wrong, the wasteland wasn't the most beautiful overworld. It wasn't the most beautiful world to travel in, but it did make you feel alone. It made you feel alone. Made you feel bored. It made you feel like, the best part about it was the random AI that would find you in the wasteland. Sometimes
social activity.
Sometimes you'd be walking around in the wasteland.
Wasteland.
And some person would be like coming up to you and be like, "Oh, I need your help," or "Hey," or like I remember in Fallout 3, if you walk past this area, this kid runs up to you and says, "Hey, my town's being taken over by fire ants." It's like, oh,
fire ants.
And the fire ants are literally giant ants that shoot fire.
Oh.
And then
I'm thinking about Borderlands and Fire Ants or whatever the fuck they're called.
And in Fallout New Vegas, there's a random guy when you're walking around. The guy is like insane, I think, and he thinks he won the lottery. He has a lottery ticket on him. He's like, "Oh my god, I won the lottery! Can't you smell the booze?" And like he thinks he won the lottery. And that's just what's funny because the AI in the game is random. Like in Fallout New Vegas, if you're walking around, you might meet you see this guy being attacked by like raiders or some kind of evil group, and you can like do what you want, be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill the guy, or I'm gonna kill everyone, or whatever." And it turns out if you like, the best thing to do is leave the guy alive. But he's like, he tells you this story about how there's bottle caps on some bottles for Sunset Sarsaparilla, which is like the drink. And he's like, the bottle caps, you find enough of them, they'll lead you to a treasure map that will lead you to a big treasure. And that becomes a side quest. And then you could be like, "Oh, cool." And then you could just shoot the guy and take his bottle caps.
Yeah.
And so Fallout New Vegas was just really like, and just Fallout in general, 3 in New Vegas, which is very open and very like immersive. And I felt like it was really cool. I felt like I was like the chief in town, you know?
Did you ever find out what was in that place, that treasure? Because I never actually got
I never did that side quest. I wasn't much for side quests at that age, and I haven't played New Vegas since. But it'll always be my favorite game ever.
Yeah. Speaking of games again, what is your favorite TV-based video game?
TV-based video game? Like a game
like movie-based or TV or show-based or...
Fuck, dude. Lots of them tend to be shitty.
I don't know, but like, what's your favorite one out of all the shit?
To be honest, dude, Walking Dead. Everything else sucks.
I'm gonna go with South Park: Stick of Truth. Just because it's literally just the show, but like a playable version of the show.
Well, second favorite game series of all time besides Fallout is Bioshock. It will always be Bioshock.
Oh, can we go in depth
All
with
right,
that?
let's talk about Bioshock 1 first of all. We're gonna go Bioshock 2. We're gonna go Bioshock, then Bioshock 2, then 3. Okay.
Well, I mean, we can't really. Well, we kind of have to go with Infinite first.
No. We'll talk about that. Trust me. Let's just. I
Okay.
want to because the first one was my favorite.
Yeah.
So the first one, you are Jack. Jack is a
Jackie.
man, and we're just gonna reveal the whole plot of the game right here, right now. You are Jack. Jack is a man who was made in Rapture. He was made to be able to handle, what's the plasmids.
Splicers.
The plasmids, because
yeah,
when people take in plasmids, they turn to splicers. People who just needed this stuff called Adam to survive, they went crazy on it and they murder and
Splicers.
kill. Yeah, splicers basically. Jack is an artificial person who was made to survive on multiple plasmids and use multiple of them without going insane. So Jack was made in Rapture. He was sent off into the world to live back, and then
by Andrew Ryan.
and then he was sent back to
Not by
Rapture.
Andrew Ryan.
He was sent back to Rapture to live to go back there and open and activate this code for them, which is the phrase "Would you kindly?" And so the entire game you play as Jack, and you land on, you go into Rapture. A plane you're on crashes, and actually you crash the plane. You go in Rapture, and the entire game is about this guy named Jack Atlas, who's like, "Hey, my family's is stuck down here. Can you help them?" And he says the phrase constantly, "Would you kindly?" Turns out he is actually the main villain of the game, Andrew Ryan. Andrew Ryan said, and the phrase that controls you is "Would you kindly?" And it's this really in-depth story, but I don't the story's great. I want to talk about the Little Sisters.
Yeah.
First of all, the Little Sisters. Little Sisters are these little girls that were turned basically evil and disgusting by Adam, and they need Adam to survive.
They're basically splicers, but they're not like
evil. They don't kill people.
They're not old enough or like mature enough to understand how to kill.
They just feed on Adam's blood.
They just do what they need to live.
So they're really adorable, even though they're kind of like these mutant almost creatures.
Mr. Bubbles.
Yes. So the Big Daddies are these giant people things that that were basically repairmen for Rapture. And so here's the bond between Big Daddies. The Big Daddies need Adam. They need Adam to live and to thrive, and the Little Sisters give them Adam. And so it's like a father-daughter relationship, and it is the cutest thing ever. In the game, you see Big Daddies holding the Little Sisters' hands, and they carry them everywhere. And I felt bad about killing them, because I was like, oh no, the little sister.
I never did.
I never killed the.
I never harvested. You
have an option between harvesting them, where you get way more Adam, but you kill the little sister, or you rescue them, which is you get less Adam, but the little sister lives. But the Little Sisters, they had such an emotional attachment on me, because watching them run around with the Big Daddy, and I remember watching my brother play, and my brother was playing and he killed the Big Daddy, and my brother is the coolest person on the planet, and I remember he killed the Big Daddy, and I was watching it, and he literally cried as the Big Daddy died. He cried, and the little sister was scared of him, and he was like, "Oh!" And he literally said to the TV, and I swear, no joke, says, "Oh no, it's okay, it's okay." He was talking to the TV. He's like, "It's okay, Daddy, it's okay. Daddy's here. Don't look."
Daddy's here.
And I said the same thing when I played Bioshock for the first time. It's the Bioshock is a way of grabbing you. It has a way of really wanting you to play more and grabbing you and making you feel really, really attached.
I felt completely different about the Bioshock Infinite game.
Why?
Just because I don't think that game grabbed me as much as the first two did emotionally.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Except for the DLC. The DLC did. The DLC recreated that.
One of my favorite part about the first game was Rapture itself.
I loved Rapture. Such a great world.
It was a beautiful overworld, and when I first saw it, and I remember my brother telling me the basis of what I had to do. I remember looking around. Rapture is a literal city. It's tall buildings and apartments and stuff, and I remember looking around the city and be like, "Holy shit! I'm gonna have to walk through all of this because it's gigantic." But
Yeah.
like, it's not too big, but still, it's just like, oh my god.
It's also crazy like with Colombia.
Oh yeah,
Colombia was just beautiful.
I still like Rapture more.
Yeah, of course. But Colombia, when you first saw Colombia, it's just like, wow.
I think Rapture had a bigger impact on me for the fact that it was under fucking water,
That was cool. That
and
was chill.
and um, and I feel like Bioshock One was the best game out of them all because it grips you at the very beginning. Because you land,
Yeah.
you go in Rapture, you go into this place, and a splicer attacks you at the very start, and it
Mhm.
gives you this sense of fear, loneliness, eagerness, confusion. It gives you this so much to deal with at the very beginning, and
Yeah.
the only person who is your guide is Jack Atlas.
Yeah.
And the game just gripped me from the start. It was very. Um, I remember the best, the like one of my
I
favorite.
cried. I cried at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Because it's just like because the first time I played through the game, or I was like 8 or something. I was really young. I had no idea what I was doing. All I did was harvest. I harvested the little girls,
Oh my god.
and at the end, I was like, okay, that was cool. I mean, or I didn't cry at the end of that game. But 3 years later, when I found out that there was another ending where you actually save the little sisters and they don't turn on you,
Yeah.
or you don't turn on them and you just take it away from them, and you send your army of splicers to the surface, I started crying. I'm just like, I didn't know this. I would have saved them all.
Yeah. So there's two endings. You harvest so many little sisters that you eventually just like I guess Jack just turns evil and you just like an army of splicers just go on the surface, or you save so many little sisters that they're all normal and Jack takes them to the surface and raises them as his daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Like they grow up, they get married, they go to school, they all graduate college, they get married, and the last thing you see is Jack's hand, and he's very old, and all the little sisters who are now adults holding his hand, and that made me cry because they are literally your daughters, and you take them for your own,
Yep.
which is it's very
gripping.
heartfelt. It pulls on the heartstrings, like.
Pulls on them heartstrings.
You just feel the game makes you feel. It makes you think that everything you did was worth it. Because this lady in the beginning of the game is like, she's like, save them and it'll be worth your while, I promise. And what she was talking about is that you get a family, a real family. Because Jack again finds out that he was just this experiment in a lab, and he realized that the family who raised him was a big lie.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gets to experience
A farm,
yeah,
plane, a crash.
and
Would you kindly?
and he gets to experience a real family, children he loves and raises, and children he loves and raises and brings back to life and lets them live. You know,
Definitely my favorite video game speech of all time, Andrew Ryan's.
I fucking hate him.
No, his speech.
His speech,
Andrew
though, yeah.
Ryan's.
A man obeys.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
Would you kindly? And then like Jack gets flashbacks of all the times Jack Atlas said, "Would you kindly?" And he realizes.
Would you kindly go to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Like, so you realize that everything every time he talks about it, every time he said, which kind of he was controlling you, and you beat his face in with a fucking 9-iron.
No, it was actually a putter,
Whatever.
sir. But memories, perhaps, of a farm, a family, a farm, a plane, and a crash.
Oh yeah, the reason why the plane crashes is because on a letter written to Jack, it said, "Would you kindly crash the plane at these coordinates?" And so he gets up, and you have a pistol. He gets up and crashes the plane, and he doesn't know this. And that's what. And I remember at the ending of the game where I figured all this out, I was pissed. I was like, "Fuck you! You lied to me."
No, when I played the DLC for Infinite, that's when I started freaking out.
Yeah, but for me, like, we'll get into that later. But for me, and when I first played this game, I was just like, "Fuck you! You lied to me, you son of a bitch! You've been controlling me this whole time. Fuck you.
I tried to help you.
I'm no joke, and you can call me like crazy motherfucker. I don't care. I laughed as I beat his face in with the putter. I laughed the entire
Okay,
time.
no, that's going a bit too far there,
No,
buddy.
no, no. I hated him.
But it wasn't him.
I know. No, it was.
It never was.
It was. It was Ryan. It was Andrew Ryan.
But that wasn't Andrew Ryan.
I know, but still.
That was actually Jack Atlas.
Jack Alice and Andrew Ryan were the same person. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
But but the thing is that was the Jack Atlas, and then Ryan was actually the guy who's like all crazy, like.
Anything else you want to talk about the first game? Because the second game was where shit kicks off.
Yeah, shit kicks off then.
All right, so you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Second game, you are a big daddy. You are literally a giant fucking monster, and so
Got that drill hand.
let me talk about the beginning of the game where you are a big daddy before you can even play. You play as a big daddy and you're taking care of as a big sister.
Granted, before the DLC was out, there was speculation that Jack at the end of this was before BioShock Infinite, and this was just after BioShock 1, where because Jack had to become a big daddy in order to get the little sisters to help him in BioShock 1. There was speculation that was Jack.
No.
It was just speculation.
Yeah, I don't feel like he had to be the big daddy. He didn't need the little sisters. The little sisters just popped up and started stabbing Ryan Adam. When they started stabbing him, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, so you play as a big daddy, and at the very beginning of the game, you are following a little sister,
Abigail.
and you get visions.
Is it Abigail?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You get visions, of like Rapture before it went to shit. You see visions of like a nice ballroom and people dancing, and you're like, whoa, this was Rapture. You see, because you find out later that
actually, those weren't visions. Later found out, those weren't actually visions. That was actually what happened.
Oh, well,
That was actually what was going on, because because Big Daddies were around then.
Yeah.
And then what happened was he got killed. Well, I'll just let you explain.
Okay, so you follow the little sister, and the little sister meets up with these guys, and you kill them. You like wreck their day, and then you meet this chick, and the chick, I don't know how, I forget how, but she controls you. She gives you a gun, and she forces you to put the gun up to your head and shoots yourself. And how long were you asleep? Like 20 years?
Yeah, I think so.
20 years you were asleep as a big daddy. That literally is the beginning of the game. You shoot yourself, and then 20 years you're asleep from a fucking bullet wound. And so I want to say the beginning scene was.
Oh, I think she said, "Would you kindly?"
I don't remember.
For him to kill her, for him to kill it.
I think it was more like, put the gun up to your ear, fire or something. I don't remember, but the first scene of the game was probably my favorite because the fact that you just get to see what Rapture was like and everything that was going on, and you already get the feeling of protecting a little sister, and you feel like, oh my god, this little sister's so adorable. She's so cute. I love taking care of her. She's like my daughter.
The Big Daddy's name was Subject Delta, by the way.
Okay, so like you love the little sister, and like at the very beginning, the game pulls you in again at the very beginning with everything. You feel so fatherly over the little sisters, and it's just like at the very beginning it is your goal. For me, I was like, oh my god.
Also, the little girl's name was Eleanor.
And for me, at the very beginning, was just like, all right, I'm gonna protect every little sister I meet from now on, and that's what's really great about the game. And so that game is all about being a big daddy, trying to get back your daughter.
And the guy's name before he became a Big Daddy was Johnny Topside.
So, and I think the only flaw for me of the game was the multitude of endings.
Yeah.
There was so many endings.
There were so many for killing the 3 people or not.
And then there was like there was a good ending, a bad ending, a neutral ending,
And then the super bad ending and the super good ending.
Yeah, it was weird.
I got the super good ending first.
I got the normal good ending. But it was cool. I mean, the game really like it gave you the power of being a big daddy, and that was just the best feeling of having the fucking drill for a hand. The game made you feel powerful. It made you feel strong, and you did get plasmids as well, which I thought was kind of weird. I didn't think a big daddy could possibly get plasmids.
Oh, okay, yeah. She uses the hypnotized plasmid on him,
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, she didn't like force him.
and then to target everyone on him, she used the Big Daddy target at 1 or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But that game was like my favorite. That was like probably my favorite. Like, once I say it was like my second favorite, because the first one was better in my opinion. But it still made because like you weren't overpowered as a big daddy, but I feel like you were stronger than you should be. Because again, if you played the game on super easy mode, basically you could just run up to people and drill them and win.
Yeah. Like if you were actually a Big Daddy.
Yeah, like that's what you could do. You can drill people.
Yeah.
And like my again, the game makes you feel so like fatherly over all the all the little sisters. You feel like I felt like such a dad. I was just like for me, this may sound weird, but BioShock will always be a role model to how to treat my daughter.
Yeah.
Like I will always grow up and like I remember like in the game like there's always this like hand motion in the game where the character like crouches down and reaches his hand out. And I remember that scene is so iconic where like Jack does that in the first game. And I one time went up to a cousin that I never met because I have so much family, and I had never met this little cousin I had, and he was a little kid, and he was scared of me at first, and he did exactly what a little sister did by hiding behind like a pole. I got down and I put my hand out and he like reached out to me. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was just like, it works.
It works. Oh my
So like from now on, like BioShock is like it taught me how I'm gonna treat my kids one day.
Mhm.
And like it's just like a big it's like the game makes you feel. Like I remember watching like if I was around people who tried to hurt my little sister, I was like, no, don't touch her. This is my little sister. It's my daughter. Fuck you. Don't touch her.
Yeah.
No, don't touch my little
Do
girl.
it. Don't touch her.
Fucking kill you, man. Okay, I feel like I want to give you most of the talking because you love this game most. BioShock Infinite. You go ahead.
So BioShock Infinite, you start off on a boat, and the main character you play as is Booker DeWitt. Now, Booker DeWitt is a man of many personas,
Oh my god, it's gonna
But
be
you
so
don't-
mindfucky.
but you don't find this out till later. So what happens is, before you find, I'm gonna tell you the names of the 2 people you're on the boat with now, but you're not in the game. You don't learn them till later. You are riding with Robert Lutis and Rosalind Lutis, who are dead. So, basically, you know what? I'm gonna do this real quick. Hang on. Give me a second. Hang on.
What are you doing?
You explain it for a second. I gotta find something.
Okay, so you play as this guy, and the plot of the game I can say is very, very complicated. It explains a lot of time travel and alternate universes and many different things that basically explains the BioShock universe as it is. And so I'm gonna try my best to explain it. Booker DeWitt has gone to multiple dimensions. He has lived the same like moment in time. The game of Bioshock, he's lived this moment forever. So what happened was Booker DeWitt was in a tough spot with money. The his daughter was the main like the female lead of the game is Elizabeth. That is his daughter. So
You don't find this out till later.
you don't find this out till way later. So Booker, in a tight spot, gave up his daughter, gave up Elizabeth for money, and then he was like, "No, wait, that's my daughter."
Tries to take her back,
He tries to take her back,
rips off her
but
pinky.
turns out, and then they open a portal to a different dimension, which is, and like there's a bunch of portals and stuff. So they open a portal.
Doors.
They make they make a like a portal device basically to open doors between multiple universes. So they take
Like a
Elizabeth.
multiverse.
Yeah, they take Elizabeth to a different universe where Columbus exists, and the reason why, and Elizabeth has the ability to teleport between multiple universes because what happens is, as a baby, she reaches out to grab you, but
Or you reach out to grab her, or she reaches out to grab you.
as the portal closes, her pinky gets stuck.
Her pinky gets cut off, and so now there are two Elizabeths technically in two different universes, which completely shatters
like,
the space-time continuum or
basically.
whatever.
So she has the power to. So that explains Elizabeth. She has the power to go through universes, and that's why she's able to do what she does. Tip later on in the game, she does take you to Rapture because it's like why not? And so like the lighthouse that you went into to find Rapture. Those are explained as lighthouses that lead to multiple universes, and I guess like the stars in the world, the stars at night are like multiple universes as well. But anyway, Booker is so the main protagonist of the game, which is what was it? Comstock.
Comstock, yeah.
Comstock is an alternate universe Booker who went into an alternate universe and was like, I'm going to take over the world with my own daughter.
No, what happens is there are two different universes. One universe where Booker gets baptized and he wipes away all his sins from the battle
Booker
at Wounded Knee, and there's one where he doesn't, and that's Booker. And then the one where he does, he becomes Comstock. He changes his life for the better. Everything goes smoothly under God. Everything's under God. Okay, so I have the whole entire like plot thing right here.
Go for it.
Okay.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm fucking thirsty.
All right. So in 1912, Booker DeWitt is taken by Robert and Rosalind Lutece to an island lighthouse off the coast of Maine. Told to bring us the girl and wipe away the debt, Booker enters a lighthouse doubled as a rocket silo, which transports him to Columbia. Booker is soon pursued by the city authority when he is found bearing a scar of the letter AD, matching the description of the foretold false shepherd who will corrupt Elizabeth and overthrow Columbia. Freeing Elizabeth from her tower, Booker narrowly evades her captors. Songbird reaching an airship, Booker promises to take Elizabeth to Paris. When she realizes they are going to New York City to wipe Booker's debt, a tearful Elizabeth knocks him out. Booker awakes to find the airship under the control of Daisy Fitzroy and the Vox Populi, who offer to return the ship if Booker recovers a weapon shipment. After finding Elizabeth, Booker becomes her protector. Elizabeth demonstrates her ability to open tears, but grows disturbed by the damage on Booker, Columbia, and the world in general created by her alterations of reality. An open tear leads them to a world where Booker is a martyr of the Vox Populi, whose sacrifice sparked open warfare between the founders and the Vox Populi. When confronted with an alternate reality of living, Booker Fitzroy, convinced that he is either an imposter. Fitzroy is convinced that he is either an imposter or a ghost, turns her forces against Booker in an attempt to reestablish the preferred narrative. With Booker's help, Elizabeth kills Fitzroy to prevent her from executing a founder boy. As they attempt to leave by airship, Songbird attacks the duo and they crash back to Columbia, continuing onwards. They unravel a conspiracy behind the city's founding. Zachary Hale Comstock had the Lutece twins construct a siphon device to inhibit Elizabeth's powers. Elizabeth is Comstock's adopted daughter. daughter, whom he plans to groom into taking over after his death, and Comstock plotted to kill his wife and the Luteces to hide the truth. After Elizabeth is captured by Songbird, Booker pursues, but is brought into the future by an elderly Elizabeth. She explains that since Booker did not stop Songbird, she suffered decades of torture and brainwashing, inheriting Comstock's cause and waging war on the world, explaining that Songbird always prevented his previous rescue attempts. Elizabeth begs Booker to stop Songbird with his song and returns him to his present. Booker reaches Elizabeth, and the pair pursue Comstock to his airship. Comstock demands that Booker explains Elizabeth's past to her. An enraged Booker drowns Comstock. Booker denies knowledge about Elizabeth's missing little finger, but she asserts that he has simply forgotten. Controlling Songbird, the pair fend off the Vox Populi attack before ordering Songbird to destroy the siphon. As Songbird turns on Booker again, Elizabeth's power is fully awakened, allowing her to open a tear and transport them to the underwater city of Rapture. Booker and Elizabeth materialize inside the city, from where they see Songbird crushed outside by the water pressure. Elizabeth takes Booker to the surface lighthouse, explaining there are countless alternate lighthouses and versions of Booker and Elizabeth. They are within one of infinite possible realities, dependent on their choices. She shows that on October 8th, 1893, Robert Lutece approached Booker on behalf of Comstock, requesting that he'd give us the girl and wipe away the debt, referring to Booker's infant daughter, Anna DeWitt, Booker's AD branding. Booker reluctantly agreed and gave chase, arriving as Comstock barely escapes through a tear. Its closing severed Anna's finger. Comstock then raised Anna as her own daughter, Elizabeth, and due to her severed finger, her existing over two realities simultaneously allows her to create tears and move between them. Robert Lutece, angry at Comstock's actions, convinced Rosalind to help him bring Booker to the reality where Columbia exists to rescue Elizabeth. Breath.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah. Elizabeth explains that Comstock will always remain alive in alternate universes, as the Luteces have enlisted different universe Bookers numerous times to try and end the cycle. As stopping Comstock requires intervening in his birth, Elizabeth takes Booker back in time to a baptism he attended in the hope of atoning for the sins he committed at Wounded Knee. She explains that while Booker changed his mind, some alternative Bookers accepted the baptism and were reborn as Zachary Comstock. Comstock, later aware of his connection to Booker and sterility from overusing the Lutece tear machine, abducted Anna to provide a biological heir for Columbia. Booker, then joined by other universe Elizabeths at the baptism, allows them to drown him, preventing him his baptismal choice, and thus preventing Comstock's existence. One by one, the Elizabeths begin to disappear, the screen cutting to black on the last. In a post-credit scene, a Booker awakens in his apartment on October 8th, 1893. He calls out for Anna and opens the door to her room before the screen cuts to black.
At that moment, I was like, fuck you. that moment where he was like, he called out to Anna, and it just cuts to black. I was like, no, you can't do that. Oh yeah, that lengthy process is the plot, is everything involving BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, and then there's the fucking burial at sea shit.
Oh my god, we can talk about that for a while, but I don't feel like it.
I'm just gonna read off the fucking thing.
No.
It's not that long.
Okay, the gist of it is it's an alternate universe where Elizabeth's
been been going around trying to kill every version of Booker to stop any Comstock for ever wronging her.
So she goes around trying to kill every Booker existence ever, and that's what it is. And you play as Booker as a detective within Rapture at the same, and then you later play as Elizabeth, and then in that alternate universe she dies. Remember, she gets killed. She gets hit over the head and dies.
Okay, yeah, I need to read this because it's actually a lot.
How
more
long
confusing
is
than
it?
We're trying to do it. Not that long.
Okay, you want to go for
I'm just gonna read the second part.
Okay.
So basically in the beginning they're just looking for a little sister that Elizabeth's been looking for. Afterwards, when Booker attempts to pull her out of a vent that she's been crawling into, he discovers she is now a little sister, as he feared. Booker is shocked, and when he aggressively tries pulling her out again, she calls for her bouncer Big Daddy, who then attacks Booker. Booker and Elizabeth engage the Big Daddy and manage to defeat him, allowing Booker to attempt to reason with Sally, but to no avail. Booker, struggling to recover her, recalls his previous memories that were hazy to him before. In a flashback, Booker is revealed to actually have been a regretful Zachary Hale Comstock who bargained with Robert and Rosalind Lutece to steal Booker's child, Anna, but in a universe alternate to those of the Infinite Story, ended up killing her by accidentally having her head instead of her pinky cut off when the portal closed in his fight to take her. Booker Comstock comes to, remembering he had the Lutece twins move him to Rapture through their terror device so he could forget and get away from his troubles. The Lutece twins themselves appear and criticize Comstock, saying he could never accept the consequences of his actions as a side effect of going to Rapture. Through the device, he lost his memories of being Comstock and failing to steal Anna and resume his life of being a private investigator as Booker DeWitt. This Comstock has no knowledge of the infinite universe. He could not know her origin or subtly realize it. He is different Comstock entirely. Elizabeth, infuriated by Comstock's attempt at kidnapping her when she wasn't his true child, doesn't accept Comstock's apology and instead says to him he will be sorry. The player can hear the Big Daddy getting up, having apparently survived the earlier ordeal, which then impales Comstock with its drill from behind. In his last moments, Comstock looks over at Elizabeth, who glares at him mercilessly, covered in his blood. The screen cuts to black, thus concluding episode 1. There's 2 episodes.
Yeah, so Elizabeth's just like, yeah, I knew about you and I wanted you to die from the very start.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, and then later on, Elizabeth dies.
Yeah,
Atlas.
She dies at the end of the whole thing.
Yeah, Atlas or Ryan Adam, like he basically kills her.
Yep, and then the events of Bioshock 1 and 2 take place. So Bioshock 2 is actually the last game. Bioshock Infinite is actually the first game.
Yeah, so the game is all about basically alternate universes, and actually it is a theory that it's not proven at all yet, but in Bioshock Infinite, when Elizabeth takes Booker to Rapture, and you see Songbird like dying and whistling under the pressure of water. Mm-hmm. In Bioshock 1, during the piano scene where you see the guy play the piano, you can hear squeaking that sounds a lot like Songbird dying. So everyone thinks that the events of Bioshock Infinite took place during Bioshock 1, which is probably really true. I wouldn't doubt it.
No, because I feel the problem with that is during Bioshock 1 or Bioshock Burial at Sea, you never like hear Atlas talk. It's before Atlas started to overthrow Orion.
Well, yeah, but I mean.
But in Bioshock 1,
I'm not talking about Burial at Sea. I'm talking about the original game.
I know, but like.
I feel like I feel like that's true, but I mean, I feel like would have been cool if the creators of Bioshock really wanted to fuck with you, is that if they would have put Elizabeth's dead body in the first game, but when they first released the first game, so it would have been like, oh, there's some random dead AI chick,
mm-hmm.
And then people would have been like, oh, I felt like that would have been like the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. I would love if like fans went back and realized, oh my god, that's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And you know what's like? Remember how you said that like Elizabeth's head got chopped off instead of her pinky in that alternate universe? It was very sentimental because when Elizabeth died, she was holding the head of a
doll,
and that head represents how her head was chopped off in the portal.
Yep.
In the tear. So like it's very like disappointing like because the DLC is canon, so Elizabeth dies, like she no longer exists. Neither does Booker.
Well, that's because Booker and her were
born and whatnot before Bioshock 1 happened.
So Elizabeth dies, and so does Booker. So every aspect of Booker, including Comstock, and every aspect of Elizabeth, no longer exist.
It's kind of like Borderlands, the pre-sequel, where the third game in the series is actually the second game in the series.
Yeah, so it no longer exists. They no longer exist, which is actually really disappointing. I felt it was like,
Like Bioshock Infinite was just how Bioshock 1 came to be.
which is
And
really
2.
cool. The creators really cool.
Like the reason there were so many endings for Bioshock 2 is because that is the actual end.
Like they're like that. It proves its point of multiverse.
Uh huh.
That there are infinite endings, and the reason why we said that because that's the point. There are a multitude. There are infinite universes out there.
I believe in the real multiverse theory that there is actually multiverses.
Well, yeah, I believe that as well.
I mean, granted, our scientific knowledge will probably never be able to prove that, but
in a way, Dragon Ball kind of proved it because Trunks, when he came back in time, he made an alternate universe where instead of everyone dying to the androids, he came back and warned them about it and created an alternate timeline where the androids were stopped, but Cell came back, and at the same time, that was like also a different timeline where Cell arrived in the present day instead of the future, and Gohan became Super Saiyan 2, and Goku died, and Vegeta became a Super Saiyan. Because without all that, we never would have experienced Vegeta becoming a Super Saiyan, Gohan becoming a Super Saiyan 2. So that's another portion of it, like the multiverse theory.
yeah.
I believe in the multiverse theory for the sake of if there are an infinite number of universes, then there must be some universe where me and Jessica Negri are having some fun.
I think there's a universe where me and fucking Emma Stone are having some fun.
So there are infinite universes. There has to be a universe out there where me and Jessica Negri are just fucking.
Dude, Emma Stone, bro.
Ha.
You know that girl from
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I love Emma Stone. Oh, Spider-Man. Dude, true.
Dude, bro, so sad she had to die. Second movie. Spoiler.
Yeah.
So hot. So hot. So hot. So hot.
Do you know what game sucked?
What game sucked?
Watch Dogs.
You know what game did suck?
What?
Watch Dogs.
Dude, it was a major disappointment.
I literally had a post. I have a poster
Oh,
up there
you did?
when I pre-ordered that fucking game. Do you know how long it took? I got the poster like a year or two before I actually got the game. I'm not even kidding. Like that was a pre-order poster. And once the game finally came out after 2 years of delays, 2 or something years of delays, it still wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Like, I mean, it was cool at first. It's like, oh yeah, look cool. I can activate this thing, make the cops stop.
Yeah, and that's the game.
Mhm. But then it's just like, oh, GTA 5. Wow, awesome.
Yeah, I like it better.
Dude, you know what I did in front of my computer desk?
What?
I took all the covers from all my Game Informers and I pinned them up on my wall.
I'm probably gonna do that now.
Because literally, they're literally, like, I wish they would keep the posters from, like, do you know how, like, Nintendo Power always had those posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they would have posters in Game Informer.
Dude, guess how long we've been going for?
Huh?
Guess how long we've been going for?
3 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. God.
Shit.
And you and Miles, talked for like an hour?
Good, a straight hour.
Straight hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot more to talk about, apparently.
Do we though?
I guess.
Talk about TV. Talk about anime.
No, I mean, like, we did.
Yeah. We talked about TV. We talked about video games. We talked about anime. Fuck books.
Fuck books. Like some books.
Alright. So, like, you've played a Kirby game, right?
Yeah.
You play Kirby. Kirby is, like, one of the most iconic games in the world. And, like, I feel like, okay, Kirby has the perfect formula, in my opinion. Kirby makes the player like, okay, it takes like 6 hits to die in any Kirby game, right? It takes 6 hits to die, and any enemy can be killed by any normal enemy at least can be killed by breathing on them or sucking them in or blowing air on them when you suck in to fly. It is you are the most overpowered thing in the entire game.
Mhm.
At first, in the first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy, you were like overpowered and you can just kill anything but you didn't have the power ups of sucking in enemies and taking their powers. And then when they added that, you were basically God.
Yep.
Kirby is like one of my favorite games in the world because it's so good for lying back and hanging with a friend and just having fun and just it's a perfect game. Oh, I love green beans.
I like the food run or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah, with King Dedede.
Oh,
Oh dude, speaking of like Kirby and Dedede, dude, Smash is great.
Smash is awesome.
Dude,
I really wish I want a Wii U just so I can play that version of
dude,
Smash.
play the 3DS so we can play because I don't have a Wii U.
Did you get Smash for your 3DS?
I have Smash for my 3DS.
Oh.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Dude, we can Smash later.
Dude, yeah.
Are you a casual player or above casual?
Casual. I'm not very good at that game.
I am above a casual player.
I'm not very good at that game.
I play online for glory all the time. I am. Some people may call me stupid for this, but I am a Little Mac. Little Mac is my main.
That's my second main.
Everyone doubts Little Mac because don't get me wrong, he's not the perfect character. His air game is garbage. His ground game is fucking fantastic. I have played against so many people online. I've won so many games, but at the same time I lost many games because Little Mac, he's not great, but his damage dish out is really great. People, and the best part about it is that everyone thinks that Little Mac players are stupid. They because his side B is a B that will launch him forward, and it will launch him forward. He can go over projectiles or just jump over people's heads.
Yeah.
And what people will do because they think I'm stupid, they'll go to the very edge of the stage, and think I'll use my side B and jump off the edge, but then I just use my side A and just knock them off. And I have this advantage from the beginning because people think I'm stupid. And
oh my god, you're gonna fall off the edge with your side B.
They're probably like, he's probably gonna jump off the edge. He's retarded because he's Little Mac, right? No.
No, get punched.
I have been in so many intense situations. I remember once I had a comeback game. I was playing against this really good Fox player. And I was playing as Little Mac. Little Mac, he doesn't have the most damage dish. He doesn't have the most like damage percentage out there. Like at 116 or 120, if you do a good hit on him, he's done. But I was at like 110, and the Fox player was at 40, and through some great great mercy of God and fucking in this being the luckiest person, I guess, I came back. And I came back. I was dodging his attacks, dodging his side B, his up A, his up B, and I just felt like the coolest motherfucker alive.
Ooh,
because
I'm so cool.
For me, Little Mac, I like him so much is because he's able to dodge people. He's able to get around most buffy characters, beefy characters like King Dedede. King Dedede is screwed against a great Little Mac because I am so much faster than you. I can get around all your slow attacks.
Is King Dedede in the new game?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
He's in there. But he's got his side A's are what his smash attacks for King Dedede are what kills, and I can dodge all of King Dedede's.
Most garbage character in Smash, Mega Man.
I like Mega Man, just never.
Yeah, I mean I can't understand how to use him. I just could not figure it out.
He's pretty complex.
Other than that, I think Duck Hunt Dog or Pac-Man. Like all the new characters they added just aren't that good.
Here, actually, I have a picture on my phone, and I don't know if this is real or not, but this is apparently a picture, and these are characters, and this says quote already appearing. Already in Smash 4, they cannot be removed and reintroduced as paid DLC without great work. Maybe next time.
Who?
These are characters that. So this is what it says. Already appearing. Already in Smash 4, These characters cannot be removed or reintroduced as paid DLC without great work. Maybe next time. I don't know what that means, but this is the list of characters I see. Midna from Zelda, Dillion, Takamaru, Waluigi, Skull Kid, Shadow, Ashley, Staffrey, Graham, KK, Nabbit, Ridley, Magi Koopa, Tingle, Isabel, and Exabike. What?
Sorry, I'm looking at that Rick and Morty and Uncle Grandpa thing you posted.
Oh yeah. Rick and Morty, yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was funny. Okay, but yeah, that's interesting.
Characters I think that were gonna be in Smash. I don't know. I would love a Waluigi character. Waluigi is like my waifu.
Team Wah! Team Wah!
Team Wah!
Team Wah!
Waluigi is like my waifu.
He's your waifu.
I love Waluigi. He's like my.
He's your
thing.
waifu. Waifu.
He's my screen thing on Facebook.
Mm.
I love Waluigi. He's just like the coolest Nintendo character in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like, legit, I am out of things to say.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So good session, dude.
Yeah.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
We're the best of friends.
We're the best of friends. We can talk about anything.
Anything.
We can talk about any. We talked about like shit for.
Like
hours.
we said we weren't gonna talk about games, and it's like, oh, Bioshock.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do that, but like, fuck.
We have too much in common.
I'd say like straight up, we weren't gonna talk about any of this, but like, we did.
But we did because we felt like it.
Yeah, we did. So like, what are you gonna do? I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
This
it.
was fun.
This was fun.
This was like,
And I didn't even play games.
Yeah,
It
true.
was fun. Holy shit. Never would have
What
thought.
we can do?
What?
We can play other
Well, the
games.
fucking Smash.
Yeah, we can play Smash.
Oh, shit.
Dude, that's gonna be pretty dope.
Dude, Smash? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got Smash.
I've had Smash for a while.
I guess you have.
Oh.
Oh.
Good job.
Oh, there go my lungs. Oh, you stole my lungs.
You stole my lungs.
Hey, look, it says gullible on the ceiling. Oh, so it does. Oh, you stole my lungs.
Dude, look at your phone, dude. Like, what does yours say? What does it say over to what time is it? Over by you?
It's 9:20 here.
Jesus, it's 11 over here. Alright, man. Let's go.
Alright.